Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something I like to call main Haki in One Piece. In this video, I'll also explain why Oda tells us which Haki is some characters specialized on. This power, according to Kaido, is the most important in the world, so stay with me till the end to understand everything about it. Let's get started. Literally meaning ambition is present in everyone in two forms, armament and observation. There is a third form present in one person in a million, which is said to make one rule over the others, Conqueror's Haki. Moreover, in SBS, Oda informs us of the monster trio's specialties in Haki. For Luffy is Conqueror's, Zoro Armament, and Sanji Observation.
期間的に短すぎるが、君は資質が強い。だが、大体の人間は得て増えてによって得意な色に力は偏る。
Let's go back to what Rayleigh told Luffy. He said that most people revolve around the color of Haki in which they are better at, and that they must find this Haki to focus their trainings on it. Of course, training all forms of Haki will give Luffy greater potential as he is talented. Rayleigh was able to teach him the basics of the three forms of Haki despite the short time they had. In Whole Cake Island, Luffy discovered a new facet of Haki different from the basic feats of it he had learned. His opponent surpassed him mainly because of his advanced use of Observation Haki, allowing him to see the future. Luffy then remembered what Rayleigh had told him. For his Haki to evolve, he must be in an extreme combat situation. As a result, Luffy managed to awaken his Observation Haki by practicing it in the middle of a fight, but would that be enough? Let's open a small but interesting parenthesis. Luffy actually awakened his Observation Haki in Sanji's arc, whose main Haki is the same Haki. Moreover, speaking of Sanji, he avoided an attack from Karakuri, who had seen in the future. We now understand how and why. It's not because of a devil fruit. Arrived at Wano with his first awakening power-up, Luffy gained more confidence and thought he can beat Kaido, but ended up being one-shotted by Kaido himself with the Raimi Haki attack, which sent Luffy far away. Luffy attacks did zero damage to Kaido, of course. And you know what happened next. He will be imprisoned, and this is where he will meet Yogoro, who will teach him a new facet of Armament Haki called Ryuo, which strikes from the outside and does damage to the inside of a body or material. With hard training, Luffy finally masters this new form of Armament Haki. He now masters two awakened forms of Haki and can do damage to Kaido, but will that again be enough? Let's just open another small parenthesis. This time we're talking about Luffy awaken his Armament Haki in Zoro's arc, whose main Haki is the same Haki. Moreover, speaking of Zoro, we now understand how he was able to use Armament Haki in Alabasta. It's his specialty. Luffy along with the Supernovas gave everything in his Gear 4th form against Kaido until exhaustion. But Kaido remains standing and laughs louder than ever, then attacks Luffy, and that's where everything becomes interesting. The attack will knock Luffy out for a short moment, then he will get up and this what happens. Here we can see Luffy first thought of Yogoro, who talks to him about Armament Haki, and will say that it is too superficial. The attacks with this Haki are insufficient to really disturb Kaido. That's what Yogoro said, and that's where Luffy understood that he had reached his limit with this Haki. With Kaido's coded attack, he then realizes that there is also a new facet of Conqueror's Haki, and its use is not only to knock people out. Kaido will then say one last thing even more interesting. Only a handful of the strongest can do it. If I can explain it better, it means that it's for the elite of the elites. After understanding this, Luffy will therefore achieve this feat easily. Certainly he was in extreme combat condition, but succeeds so easily the first time. But we still may ask ourselves if he did it with ease because of plot. I'm sorry, but I really don't think so. Just before all of this, we saw Zoro put all of his strength into an attack to the point where he was unconsciously able to use Conqueror's Haki on it. A factor that seems to be a key element in hurting Kaido. So to attack with Conqueror's Haki, Zoro had to unconsciously do it by putting everything in an attack, where Luffy does it without even forcing, which shows that Luffy probably did it easier because Conqueror's Haki is his specialty. We now understand why only the strongest of the strongest are able to use Conqueror's coding like Kaido. I think those are the people who have this type of Haki as their main Haki. Haki means ambition. The main Haki in One Piece would then be determined in relation to the ambition and will of the person. Let's take Zoro as an example. His goal is to become the world's strongest swordsman, so his Haki, meaning ambition, can be transmitted to his swords when he's fighting. That may also explain why Mihawk got a black blade and some characters like Goldie, Roger, and Whitebeard didn't. Sanji, who detects women in danger, etc., would be observation, and for Luffy, no need to say anymore. We all know now. Conqueror's Haki uses are not rare in the Shinsekai. Those who are rare are those who have it as their main haki, because they have the most powerful wills and are true conquerors. Alright guys, we are going to stop here for now. I hope I have been a little clear on this subject, which I found really essential. I tried to make it as simple as possible without going into too much details, but there are so many things to say on this subject. I hope this video will let you know how important Haki is and that you really enjoyed it. If so, subscribe to my channel and join the crew. Sayonara.